In every age, in every corner of history, there were always a few. The ones who didn't quite blend in, the daydreamers, the wanderers, the too loud, the too quiet, the ones who cried at things others overlooked or stared at the stars a bit too long. They were called many things: disobedient, difficult, delayed. Some were feared, some were pitied, but most were simply misunderstood. Long before we had the language for it, the world mistook difference for defect, and so children were punished for fidgeting. Women were dismissed for feeling too deeply. Minds that moved like rivers were forced into rigid boxes. They were taught to mask, to mimic, to mute. But now, science is catching up to what the heart always knew. Not every mind is meant to be the same. Not every path needs to be straight, and not every soul finds peace in the noise of the crowd. Neurodivergence is not a modern trend. It is ancient. It is natural. It is real. The term doesn't ask for pity. It doesn't ask to be fixed. It asks to be seen. Neurodivergent minds, those with autism, ADHD, dyslexia, OCD, Tourette's, sensory sensitivities, are not broken systems. They are alternative blueprints of perception, designed not by accident, but by nature itself, to diversify thought, to expand empathy, to deepen our understanding of what it means to be human. Think of the inventors, the poets, the rebels. Think of Da Vinci and his unrelenting sketches, of Nikola Tesla, who spoke to light, of Emily Dickinson, who rarely left her room yet taught the world how to feel. What if the very traits we pathologize are the ones that built the world? Hyperfocus, deep empathy, pattern recognition, emotional intuition, sensory sensitivity. These are not disorders. These are superpowers, when understood, nurtured, and allowed to breathe. But the tragedy is not in being divergent. The tragedy is in being told you're wrong for it, in having to hide your real self just to be accepted, in being forced to translate your every move just so others feel comfortable. What we call too sensitive is often just deeply aware. What we label too much is often just uncaged authenticity. To be neurodivergent is to carry a mirror into a world afraid of reflection. It is to feel life raw and radiant. It is to notice the flicker others miss, to find silence in noise and language in energy. And yet, we still build systems for uniformity, still design education, work, and society around the myth of normal. But the future does not belong to sameness. It belongs to the mosaic, the varied, the vibrant, the vivid minds who break the rhythm and write new songs. So if you are one of them, the sensitive, the scattered, the deeply feeling, the endlessly curious, know this: you are not alone. You are not broken. You are a masterpiece of divergence. The world will learn to listen. But until then, speak gently to yourself. And know that SoulChaya is a place blooming just for you.